2025. Reliant Teach, ready to preach. Teach, daddy. How we doing, boss?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Trying to stick it out. Life's been a little roller coaster again lately for myself, unfortunately, but here we are. Back with the
Just the
podcast.
very same, my friend. The very same. I don't sound too bad, do I?
I mean, you definitely can tell like you've been under the weather, but you still sound fine.
I mean, I feel like I feel like this is what I sound like after like a thick cigar or something. So I mean, it's not too drastic, but you know what I mean? It's like the cold medicine I took like an hour ago. I got a Ricola on speed dial. I mean, it's that sort of thing, but I will say, and this is hypocritical of me, but make sure you take your rest, guys, because I ended up spending my 1 day off in 3 weeks just trying to. I mean, football and food was great, but trying to tackle a gnarly cold in the process, I can do without. I can really do without. Today, I went to work. I put one of those, not an N95. Remember those can 95s? No, it was like it wasn't N95, but it was like a KN. It was like a white. It was the white mask that went over.
I respectively don't know any of them by their official name. A mask was a mask to me.
So there are these white masks that I just kept because I love that they just kept their shape the best. So I kept a ton of them from years ago just because I'm like, if I ever get sick or if somebody else gets sick, we don't have a problem. That's just simply it. So I respectfully, because I work at a desk now, and I wanted to not get any of my coworkers sick, I I brought a mask to work with the mask on all day, outside of maybe a sip of water here and there. And thankfully, somewhere out in the parking lot, there's a picnic table. I ate lunch out there, outside, fresh air, sunlight. And after that, I was on the up and up. Now that I actually got meds after Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So after basically 5 days of just vitamins, no cold medicine, I got cold medicine, and here I am. I sound a lot better than what I did this morning, the day before, and the day before that. But here we are, Teach.
Just in time for the
We
show.
just grinding up. Trying.
We didn't have a show last Monday because I was on a personal vacation. I was away to Milwaukee. So about in July, our dear friend, our dear plug friend, Mr. Big Boy, the investment, Bling, he came and visited myself and Armada Ty for Raw in Detroit. So it was time to flip the script. Me and my significant other, Recon, we went with, again, Armada Ty, our dear friend. We went and visited our good friend Mr. Blinga, Big Boy, the investment in Milwaukee. We went to go see a Raw show there, which goes for sure. All the above came from there, so that's why we were live last week. But it was thanks to also our dear Mai Tai that I was able to get some extra cans of the raspberry cream, which I will be reviewing tonight and giving my take on. I believe you gave your take on it a few
What the
weeks
hell's
ago.
that thing on top?
So it's a little 3D printed. It's like a silly little thing essentially. So that way you can put it over.
Oh, it's the, it's a tab cover. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's like a little cover for the opening. Just a little tiny 3D printed bit, just to keep the opening of the can covered for any spill or anything to not get in.
Damn, dude, I need one of those. I need one of those, but I
Funny
don't
enough,
yet.
it was found at a little farmer's market down the road from us. Somebody was selling them. We're like, they're pretty cheap. Might as well. It's inexpensive, gets the job done. So,
Good shit.
uh,
Good shit.
additionally, our dear Ma Tai also hooked Relly and I up with a couple cans that we'll probably be trying next week, if not the following week. Relly might have already tried one of them before, but otherwise, we'll still be trying them both live in the following weeks, and I will get them shipped out to him. Some new Alani we've brought up, and we've also brought up seasonal flavors. The brand new pumpkin cream by Alani. And then as well, we also have the cotton candy.
So the cotton candy I have tried and it's very good. The pumpkin cream, that is the one drink that I've been waiting to get my hands on. Like when it comes to something like that, now granted, I love summer because it is the one time of year where you can say, you know what? I can't say when's the last time I've gotten the flu bug during summer. When's the last time I've gotten a sinus infection or a common cold during the summer? You don't. When it comes to the fall goodies coming in, like the apple cider, the pumpkin, I am all for it. That's what makes the transition easier. That's high up, boom, high up on my list.
I will say, thinking about the flavor, I'm a little preemptive. So, like for the example, like the raspberry cream, I'm sure it's probably decent. I will admit I have the can cracked, already ready to go to try it, because I'm excited to try this one. Cream can be definitely fine in energy drinks, so I can understand the cream part and the pumpkin cream, but I want you to think about the pumpkin part. Pumpkin in a caffeinated slash carbonated form does seem a little odd to me, and it reminds me of that like cinnamon like taste of like what a Red Bull would be. You know, it's like that spice taste. Spice to me in like the carbonated caffeinated form kind of is a little weird, so I'm very hesitant on how it's gonna be.
So the only thing I have for comparison energy drink wise was this is going back years ago. When we first did the podcast. I'm not sure if I remember you trying it or not, or I'm not sure if you held off on it. There was the Juju pumpkin spice.
I don't know if I did or not.
It said like I don't think you did. I think you're like, dude, it's pumpkin. I'm okay. No, thank you. And I'm like, okay, you're lost, my friend.
Say his
So
name
in
and he
water,
appears.
yeah. So if it's water, that shit tastes like grass. There's no way around it. Like that is absolutely like trash. It's garbage. But if you try it in milk, it's a 4 stars. It was very good, man. That's
Well,
something I would have on a regular basis, but it was good. That's the only thing we had that was pumpkin related because people are scared. They're like, "Oh, we got to make money." Yeah, trying to make money like Vans when a new skate game comes out tomorrow. Jesus.
fortunately, my good friend, we will not be putting this in milk, and I don't also want to respectfully put it in milk. We kind of can't. Um, but yes, this will be
Well, this was
interesting.
powder, but still.
I know, I'm just making the joke of trying to put that in milk.
Sure.
And again, say his name, he appears. A big thank you to our mod, Ty, again, for hooking us up with all these cans. And then as well tonight,
Hi,
we will
man.
I will be covering a flavor that's actually been out for 2 or 3 months, but I have not been able to get my hands on it, is the Alani Sherbert Swirl. I was able to get this today, and, you know, I enjoy a good Sherbert can. You know, rain Sherbert, there was the
The
rye Sherbert.
tables have turned, my good man.
Yeah, you've been getting some of the newer
The
stuff
tables
before I
have
have.
turned. So, when we first started this podcast, if it was released, there's a good chance that this man was getting it. Old cans were at gas stations at the time too. Like it was crazy. I forgot who GFuel collector. I forget his name, but yeah, even he was finding road cans at gas stations. But if it was an Alani or whatever the case may be for some of these cans, you would go to your marathon or something, or go to your Walmart, and you'd be like, "Yep, yep, mm-hmm, he's got it." And now I'm just like, "Hey, Teach, you got this?" And he's like, no, like how?" This has been going on for like the last year, and I'm like, so the tables have turned yet again.
Or the turns tabled. Honestly, the Alani one really
Listen,
surprised me that I
if
couldn't
we're
find it
gonna
for so
flip any
long.
more tables, we're gonna be the Dudley brothers.
Make sure to get the tables. But the raspberry cream, I kind of understand you're able to get it because you'll find it more easily at a vitamin shop, and you have a lot more of those near you than I do. So the Alani, I'm still really surprised I've not been able to find it for all this time.
Agreed.
And honestly, even if
Still gotta open up a vitamin shop there.
if it wasn't for our mod Ty getting us these 2 other Alani cans that we just brought up, I haven't seen either one of these 2 in stores yet either.
I've seen. I mean, Alani comes and go, but it's also a very hot seller. So it's funny, right? Because uh, so this woman I've been kind of dating,
Hey,
she
yo?
says that we're
Since when?
basically
This
the
is news
only
to my
guys.
ears.
It's complicated at best,
Uh-oh.
but anywho, very complicated, so I'm just gonna say Dayton, and that's just that. It may not work, but my personal life aside, we're the only guys she knows that ever drinks Alani. She thought was like an all women's brand, and I'm like, okay. So when I said this on the show, when I first tried my first Alani on the program, and I looked into it, I said this is a woman's, you know, influencer brand. And how do I say that without being blunt about it to make myself sound like a fascist pig? But the
I mean,
fact that she said it, I'm just like, you can say that, I can't. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too. Every time you see an Alani advertisement or a retweet, it's going to be a woman in workout gear or yoga pants. I don't make the rules. So tell me I'm wrong. And if
you're
I am proven wrong, we're happily surprised.
not wrong.
But
It
we
is
keep the receipts for a reason.
definitely more influence and more advertised to one demographic.
Yes, simply because also keep in mind, if it's good, it's good.
Just like how, for example,
I don't think we got to put a label on it.
Monster is advertised more for the Osiris wearing, Cookie Monster flat build hat wearing, uh, what kind of pants are those called off the top of my head wearing kind of people, right?
Wait. Oh wait, it was the it was the I know what you're talking about. It's the guy with the beanie that has the little brim on it.
No, 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 not the beanie. It'd
It's a
be like
red tap
it's
out
a Cookie
shirt.
Monster flat bill. He's wearing Osiris's, and they're not even fully laced up in the front. And he has like
Red tap out shirt,
red tap out jean
shorts.
shorts, black, and there's some chains on them. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about
The
exactly.
guy
You
that
already know
says
who
I
they're
F your mom
advertising
on
for.
Xbox Live. Yep, we're advertising for the edge lords and the construction workers.
And then the best part is when he's done with the can, he takes the topper of it and he rips it off and then puts it on a necklace, and he wears that necklace. You know how many monsters he's drank. He loves to tell you he drinks a monster a day.
So the funny thing is, they used to save the tabs because that would be pure aluminum and they would recycle them and it would be part of whatever. Now they tell you to scan your receipt and get the points that way. So nobody has to weigh anything, nothing like that. But it's kind of crazy in that regard because if you remember, right, recycling aluminum and that money from the scrapping goes to a charity somewhere. Now it's just scan your receipt. Let's fire employees so we don't have to do this. Piss off. Here's a T-shirt. Leave me alone.
I mean,
Like what the what the
if you
hell?
live in Michigan and a good amount of other states, you get 5 cents or 10 cents for bottle return or can return.
Here in Connecticut, if they take it, it's 10 cents.
I say it's 10 cents for a bottle return here in
But also,
Michigan.
you pay that 10 cents for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even for the stuff you can't redeem, you still pay 10 cents on it. That's the part that sucks. Wow. Off topic, but Rockstar's Chris Jocelyn just did something. What he does, he did it before. He said it didn't count on the November 2025 issue of Thrasher. I'm sure you know this reference. You know who Chris Jocelyn is, right?
The name sounds familiar.
Skates for Plan B and Rockstar Energy. This fucking guy is just Trey Flip Del Toro, man. You remember that legendary set?
No, I've been so out of that industry.
No, remember that big ass 20 stare? That's legendary. So many people have attempted it and so many people have failed.
The name sounds familiar, but he does not look familiar.
He better, man, because this guy is, for such a young age, he's such a legend now. I remember when he came out, just started booming, and wow, is he something? Just tagged you in on Insta. You can look it up that way. Because that guy is crazy. He just made history. I saw the clip of him doing it before, but he like rode off 10 feet away and he didn't count it.
Okay, maybe I have actually. Do remember these stairs?
Oh, they redid them a couple years ago. That's the new set. And here we are.
The heck's a tray bomb?
Yep. Tray flip 20 stairs.
Oh, is it just me? He tray flipped it?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what the trick tray bomb.
Tray flip, 360 flip, whatever you want to call it, same thing. I cannot wait for the footage of it. Not only that, but the outtakes of it have got to be completely insane.
Oh,
No way he did that first try.
No, I guarantee you he did not do that first try. I would love for him to have done it first try, but I guarantee you he did not do it first try.
If you look at the amount of tricks that have been down that set, or just the rail, it's not as high as you think it would be. Of all the pro skateboarders in the world, the ones that have actually landed stuff on there, it's a small amount. I believe Nigel tried. I believe Sheckler tried.
I feel like I remember the Sheckler try.
Backside flip that he said he did, but it was a non-make. Disappointing the whole industry. But yeah, brother.
So that is an industry I do not follow much anymore, sadly.
So, by the way, before we get into taste testing, couple of news things that we got to talk about that we missed out on our 2-week break. Since we're on the topic of Rockstar, they just got purchased.
I feel like we hit the head on that one a little bit.
We talked about in DMs, I believe.
You're not bringing up last episode?
I don't believe so, but just in case, we'll touch on it lightly. Celsius now owns Rockstar. So I have no idea if they're going to switch a different direction. I have no idea if we're going to be able to buy Rockstar Pure Zero Fruit Punch at the nearest Jersey Mike's, although that'd be freaking great if we could. Not for nothing, Teach. I go to my Jersey Mike's. I order my Giant 9. I see Mountain Dew. I see Celsius. I see nothing else, and I'm like, hey, I'm probably gonna grab myself it's like the vanilla cream soda or something like that. Very good. I forget what it is. It's vanilla something. That's just my go-to. But I'm like, the fact that you got Pepsi in there, Mountain Dew, you have Celsius in there, it's like, it's PepsiCo. You could put Rockstar cans in there. You got Celsius. What the hell's the difference? Like the same thing with Staples. Like you'll see them, they have a PepsiCo account. They got Starbucks in there. It's like you'll see the black cans, you'll see the white cans. It's like there's more than just two flavors of Rockstar. What are we doing?
Personally,
Terrible.
I'm surprised you're going to your Jersey Mike's, which I respect. I love Jersey Mike's. I actually had that for lunch today, thanks to my significant other. But I'm surprised you're not going to like an authentic deli, you know, getting the fresh mozzarella that bleeds the milk, you know, every slice of the bread, you forget about it, how you doing, you know, fresh chicken parms.
I gotta travel for that, Teach. I gotta travel for that. It's not as common as you think. A lot of these places are in New York and Jersey. I'm in Connecticut. So I find a place and it's going to be not for nothing. Those sandwiches are wicked expensive. Let's just be
Oh,
honest.
I bet.
We all bitch and moan about Jersey Mike's, but you've probably seen Cat's Deli. You've probably seen Cat's Deli on TikTok or wherever it is, and you've probably seen the famous one, the pastrami sandwich. The Reuben sandwich from Cat's Deli. It's like a $30 sandwich.
Look, all I know is if the mozzarella doesn't bleed, send it back.
Hey, I'm just saying, you look up Cat's Deli, you see the line out the door. And my mother used to work in that area, and she'd be like, and when she first started working there, because she wasn't in the city much, she's like, "What the hell's all the lines for?" And they're just like, "Oh yeah, you're new here. Yeah, Cat's Deli." Line out the door. They sell hundreds of those every day, man. But I digress. Where I'm shooting at here, it's just fair opportunity, and every company around the same, not on the back burner. What are we doing?
And then the elephant in the room that we did not get to touch on during our break, which, air quote, broke the internet.
I froze.
You're good.
Sweet.
The big one.
No. You hear this shit?
No?
Is that what I think? This fucking jerk off is jackhammered at 7:30 at night. This fucking guy. Ah, minchia.
So,
Home.
so the elephant in the room that Riley and I have been waiting to talk about, because we've only even discussed it between ourselves even a hair, was the big end of an era with GFuel last week.
The worst. Okay, so we know that GFuel has not had that has gone well, but I'm just gonna say this: when you say end of an era and you have the start date to the end date, meaning today, and then all the creators are tweeting, I don't know what's going on, and their phones are blown up by their followers and their subscribers on their channel saying, "Hey, dude, can you do this? Can you make a post about it? Can you do this?" What a fucking asshole thing to do to your people. Not just your influencers, not just your affiliates, your partners, just everybody. What a fucking asshole move to do to your people. That's the only way I can classify it.
They were in on it, though.
I don't care what I don't care about who wants to try and defend it. You can't. Because this is not a 2.0. This is a 3.0 if anyone has paid the fuck attention.
Remember, they were in on it.
I get it, but it was still a stupid move by the company.
Oh, I don't disagree. I think it was a stupid PR stunt by them to call it an end of an era for a new formula. But I mean, you gotta give Shock and like even JP credit for being like, oh, we have no idea what's going on. What's happening to the company? They're closing down this and that. And they were in on it the entire time. My brother in Christ, I knew they weren't closing the doors like everybody thought they were originally. When you even did a search on Twitter for the word GFuel, and there was a guy who's like, oh, I just joined the GFuel team, and this was like 8 hours ago at the time of them making this picture. I'm like, there's no way they bring a new guy on to the like ambassador club or whatever the hell they are now. And everybody's thinking they're closing doors, Twitter's exploding, the G Fuel's leaving, and I'm like, there's no way this is happening. It has to be for this. And then at the same time, apparently if you clicked around to some places on the websites, there were some like, uh-oh page, oh, you found our Formula 2.0. This is our new thing. We're not showing this off yet. Look at this page.
Yeah, except it's a V3 formula because you remember V1, the 25 calorie. Then they switched it to a different, 15 calories, not as chalky. Add the dyes. Don't forget that.
And now at the end of an era,
adds the dyes. They make a V3 formula and they admit that they use a caffeine synthetic to their formula now. If you look at the label, I wasn't able to pop up the whole thing because it only wants to, it like shoots it, like zooms it in to like the, the calories all the way down, but to other ingredients, I can only see half of it. Another fugazi, but I digress.
We'll definitely hit more on this
Oh
in
my
another
god,
episode
this
as
is
well,
stupid.
to go in depth with their more new formula and how their formula has changed, because who knows, this might be what they need to get their ass back into the game. But their publicity still, in my opinion, for this marketing is not what it should have been. And yes, it technically worked because it got people talking, it got the impressions, it got people all over the internet thinking that they were going out. It got, like, sometimes even bad publicity is good publicity. But I don't really think that's the publicity you want for your 2.0 or 3.0 formula. I don't think that got them what the hype they were really wanting.
Not really. Not only that, but I just feel like at this point in time, you either like GFuel or you don't.
I feel like it's been that way for a little bit now, though. I mean, they've been definitely slowly going under, and I think they needed this formula change, but I think he could have done it in a better way. But it got people talking.
Very true. Very true. It does get people to talk, but as far as like, not all advertisement makes sales, and I know if you're one of those people that are like, I had G Fuel, but I'm like with 4XP Energy or whatever it is, one of those small companies that's basically generic Kool-Aid with very little caffeine in it. If you're with one of those companies, you don't have a horse in the race. I mean,
Really,
to get people to circle back, I don't know.
quick side note, how would you feel about somebody that like was already an affiliate for Glitch, and then whatever weird reason felt like Glitch was too big for them, even as an affiliate, and left their affiliateship with Glitch to go to 4XP?
Somebody left Glitch to go to 4XP.
For the reason of they felt like Glitch was too big for them. They felt like they weren't enough to be a part of Glitch, so they went to a smaller company because they thought the smaller company would help them grow as they grow. And I'm like, brother, you're a great guy, I love you, but just stay with Glitch. Your head's in the wrong place with this one. The small company's not going to help you grow, even if they grow.
So the one thing that I will say, now this is just the outside looking in, and this comes from a guy who is 31 years old and still to this day has issues with having confidence be consistent. So, on the outside looking in, if you're going from glitch to 4XP, well, teach. Let's say somebody makes $50,000 a year. And then they say, "Hey, I need to make a cut. You're still hired, but you're going from 50 to 45,000." That's a pay cut. If they say I need you at $35,000 instead of 50, that's buzz cut. So you're really just buzz cutting yourself. But at the end of the day, when a talent manager or whoever is in charge, they, I'm not sure if this is by email, I'm not sure if this is by a call like me and you. I don't know how it's done. I believe that that person says yes to you because they say, "Hey, you gotta believe, kid. Come on, pal, let's go for it. Let's just do you. We said yes because we believe in you. Keep at it." Now, I'm not sure if they thought there's big shoes to fill. I'm not sure what the case scenario may be. But to me, that's just it's a confidence thing. And I've been there, I can relate to it. And it's sad in a way. Because I don't think it's a product thing. I think that's just a IRL confidence thing. Do I think it was a good decision? No, but hopefully that person either realizes or has a little bit of faith and goes from there. Have a little touchy, but that's the best I can say. I'm not sure if that would help somebody, but I hope if anyone were to take my marks and everything else.
Also, as a
Just to touch up on something. Hold on 1 second. I'm just reading a comment real quick. Um, as far as the artificial dyes and reformulation tie, the big dyes that we actually have seen from the GFuel 2.0, the big dye formulas of Red 40, Red 3 is not really used in artificial products anymore, maybe in bakeries. But the blue one, the yellow 5, yellow 6, and the red 40, I think there's one other one that I think I'm missing. I haven't seen them on the new formula of G Fuel. Now, there might be something else that might be coloring it. I don't know exactly what that is, but to be determined. Sorry about that, Teach.
no, you're good. I was just gonna add on to that because if you go to their website and you're like, man, what's the difference in formulas now? If you look at the website, and in my opinion, this is how they're promoting it. What's new in the new 2.0? A smoother, cleaner formula with upgraded ingredients for longer lasting energy, sharper focus, and no chalky aftertaste. So they're hitting the mark, and they are recognizing and acknowledging that the old formula was chalky and did have a chalky taste. Will my favorite flavors taste different? No flavors stay the same. Similar, just smoother sips and zero grit. Go ahead.
So this says 10 calories now. There's the 25 calorie formula, the 15, and now we have a 10.
Does it have the same caffeine nutrition? This says yes, 140 caffeine, zero sugar, gluten-free, vegan, now only 13 calories per serving. Is this replacing the old formula? Yes, this is the future G Fuel, but some of your favorite classics will stay available in the original formula.
I'm trying to see the label on this thing, but it's not giving it to me.
So essentially, with the old or with the update of the label, that was their probably small hint to a new formula on the rise, which again that does mean that they acknowledge that the previous product was chalky. We're at 140 milligrams, so roughly about the same for the caffeine. We're lower in caffeine, or not caffeine, calories. My apologies for that. I feel like I saw somewhere where there's no more dyes in the product. This says removed chalkiness, fillers, and settling. They added L-theanine, which I will admit adding L-theanine is a good thing. They say they've buffed the antioxidants twice, and it should be the same great taste.
I just want to see the nutrition label instead of a marketing phenomena. If that makes any sense.
But I guess the funny thing about this, though, is with the new formula, while it does look a little bit more clear, in my opinion, the main thing creators are highlighting is the no more chalkiness, no more powder settling. That is funny to me.
They're changing the cherry limeade to. It's called grenadine. Oh, was it It's grenade. It's grenadine, something. The flavor profile is lemon lime soda grenadine. Yeah, look this up.
This might be something. As much as I really hate to say it, this might be something we'll have to see if we can get samples of from somebody to compare it to our old tastes of what we knew of then compared to now, and how much it has actually changed. But supposedly it's the same great taste, so.
But so look at here when it says other ingredients.
I say I have not actually looked at the label yet.
Yeah, if you go to where it says other ingredients over here, it says red and then it like stops. So you chopped off the label for me. Thanks, guys. Thank you for doing something so like again, stop it. It
So
still has the A there, by the way, which Glitch does not have.
it's funny if they say they took out the fillers and it still would technically have dyes per se. I feel like I saw somewhere somebody online was trying to say that this no longer has dyes, but I could be 110% wrong. So essentially, with their new formula, air quote, they're just trying to take away the chalkiness.
So it's said to believe that the dyes are out, but when they say dyes, if you remember, they were trying the FDA with the help of RFK, not to get political, people. This is just how it is. So RFK has been looking for substitutes for Red 40 per se. And instead of using beet extract powder or beta, I think it's carlonican or something. I just call it beta C. It's what they use for orange coloring. But anywho, there's been other dyes out there. So when they say no dyes, they just mainly mean no Red 40. Which, again, you've used so many fruit powders where I'm just saying to myself, why switch it up? That's just where I stand by it.
Trying to find the new label, or not the new label, the new whatchamacallit you just showed off.
What about the new label?
Not the new label, the nutrition facts. Trying to find the nutrition facts on the website, but I can't find anywhere.
Yeah, I'm trying. It doesn't show me the new label. So I'm going to have to look. I'm just going to have to look out for somebody like, I'm going to reach out to somebody and see if they can help me out with that. So if anyone out there on our Twitter wants to send us a 2.0 label of GFuel, please and thank you.
Really, what?
Just so we can dissect and give a real good input instead of just speculating.
I need you to say this thing for me because I don't know how to say it properly. What's the word that you say for with like the Italian sense to it of like madrone? Oh, like it's like a oh come on, like an oh fuck, no shit, like oh, doesn't it start with like an M?
Maron.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's yeah. I want to say that right now because
Maron or Marona.
I'm looking at the website, and you know what's shipping in October 2025 that they've included with the new formula? The juice.
What ship included?
It is shipping in October 2025. The juice. The juice 2.0 with the new formula. Oh, Maron.
Yeah, they took the flavor and XQC packed bags. Again, I hate the new art style. I do. I stand by it. I get the creations that you're making with this, like sour slice. It's cool. It would be better on the old label. The Naruto, the Sage mode, like the old label better. Anna, I'm content with it. Miami Nights, content with it. Hype sauce, I'll let that slide. But again, man, I just like the old label. New label's just not for me. Gonna beat the dead horse. You have one can tonight, right?
Technically two. So
Which one do
I'll
you want to try first?
I'll give my take.
If not, just remember I have this.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is the Bum Energy Hard to Kill. Or if I'm on TikTok,
We lost him.
find it very ironic every time I say that certain word, something happens.
So Riley's already reviewed this, and I'm very excited to try it, because I've heard nothing but good things. The Ghost Raspberry Cream. Cheers.
Cheers. A brewski, pal.
I will admit, I like this more than their orange cream.
Same.
I hate to admit it, but I actually think this is a good can. I think they did a good job with the raspberry. It's a little tart, not too sweet. The cream is just right. It's that same cream taste with the orange, but this, in my opinion, does better with the raspberry. Here's my actual fault with this can. It feels like they're being too exclusive with it. Put it out there everywhere. Make it bigger. Because I think this is better than the orange cream, for example. And I will even go on the record and say I think this is one of the best years Ghost is going to have, because they came out with the peach flavor and they came out with the Welch's grape. And then this. They're coming out with some banger flavors. What?
The grape was last year.
Screw it.
That
Still on
made,
top.
Yeah, the Welch's grape made our top 3 can of the year last year. So far, top 2, you can argue it's the peaches or that raspberry cream, hands down.
Hands down. That is an easy 8.5 out of 10. Easy 8.5.
Which means that if that's on the Teach's 8+ scale, that means you gotta try it.
Yeah. I think this is easily within my top 5, if not top 3, for their best cans. Again, cream is really good. I think they nailed this raspberry to a T. It has that little bit of a tart. It's not too tart. It's not too sweet. Hot take. This is what I feel like the Summit cans always should have been.
Yeah.
So I will.
Summon one week, but that's a banger right there.
You can do the bum, because you've got some bum in front of you, and then I'll do the Alani Swirl afterwards. And then we can end the show there after we review these cans.
All right, the hard to kill strawberry lemonade from Bum, which this looks like if 3D Energy and Liquid Death had a baby on the can design. Let's be real here. Kind of does. I just saw this today. I was picking some stuff up, and yeah. Very heavy strawberry. And it's also carbonated, so we'll see how this goes.
But you're right, it does give me like a Liquid Death vibe. Strawberry lemonade, Okay, so pause, because for my example, when I just did the bums the other week and reviewed the bums, they were beyond carbonated. And lemonade's something that can be a little bit weird if it's too carbonated. So how do you feel about that? Is the carbonation still over the top, or is it...
This is low carbonation.
Really? That surprises me. Why is that one low carb and the other ones aren't?
Actually, medium. That's medium. Medium to low.
I wish they would have done the root beer more, with less carbonation.
Not bad. Eh. Just eh. If Rise had half a brain, it would bring back that strawberry lemonade that they had and dump that Kool-Aid garbage that they're trying to push on us. Like, screw the literally. That those 2 last, like, the cherry and the grape Kool-Aid flavor, scratch that shit and give us the strawberry lemonade back. That's what I need. Because I mean, Bum is trying to see if they could find something. I know 3D. I know Chris Bumstead from Bum is doing this with 3D, but mm, they're honestly similar, if not almost the same. Like if you ever try the 3D strawberry lemonade and this, they're about identical. I want to say for some reason this one's not hidden as much. Eh, three 3.2 out of 5. Just eh. If you really want strawberry lemonade, not tooting the horn, but let me see if this is available on the desired site. Not there, not there, not there. Please be on the second page. Come on, baby, load. Don't do this to me. A pain in the ass. Let's go by the guy who knows. Is Strawberry Rage Aid still available?
I don't know.
Fudge. Fudge. I mean, not for nothing, dude, but oh my god. Even without, maybe it's because it's not carbonated where it gets a better advantage, but over a lot of strawberry lemonades in a can that they try to make. Give me the Strawberry Rage Aid from Glitch. Today, what are we doing with life? That's a disgrace. Bring it back, man. Rescan it if you have to. Bring it back.
Oh, Maroon. But what do you give it overall? Also, I didn't answer the other question,
like
so we loved to answer earlier for the raspberry cream.
I put 2 for 5.
I would finish this can, and I would highly recommend it to a friend. And that went for the raspberry cream.
I may or may not for both. I don't know
Really?
if I'll finish or recommend. Well, it's just okay. I mean, would I have trouble finishing it? No. But one thing I will say that I've tried recently, for some reason, you haven't been finding this brand either. And the only person I've seen on the internet drink this is the biggest Boston douchebag on the internet. We know him as Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports.
One sip, you know the rules. That's all it takes.
Okay. Yeah, the mixed berry Phoenix. It tastes like somebody was trying to make a high noon, but without the actual alcohol. It just doesn't do it. Why would make an energy drink taste like vodka without the booze? No, no. Like, why make something taste like alcohol and there's nothing in it? Like, why would you try that hard? Makes no sense.
I will say, Alani raspberry sherbet swirl has a good smell. I enjoy the sherbet smell to it. Cheers. Salute.
Cheers.
I have mixed opinions. The sherbet is there, and the sherbet is decent. But this is just so overly heavily carbonated that it falls flat. This reminds me, in a funny way of saying it, this makes me think of if like Bum Energy did a raspberry or a sherbet flavor. The sherbet's there, and for what is there, it is fairly decent. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly sugary, but you can definitely tell it's a sherbet flavor. But it just falls flat so quick. It's like Zebra Stripes gum. You get flavor for 3 seconds and it's gone. That's it. Seriously, that's what this is. Like, it's not bad, it just... It leaves me kind of disappointed because I know what other sherbet flavors are out there that are very good and how it compares to this. For me, the Rain sherbet is still on top. And I know Rise doesn't make the sherbet anymore, but that would easily fall second. If you took away the heavy carbonation of this, you could actually stand a chance, honestly. But it just falls so flat, and that makes it so disappointing to me because it's like flavor gone, flavor gone, flavor gone. It's like it hits your tongue, it's there and gone. Hits your tongue in there and gone. Like there's no aftertaste to it. It just hit, up, 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 up.
You know, that's just the one thing that disappoints, and it's very funny how something. Usually, when we tell people the best energy drink isn't at your gas station, most likely, I've said that for years because how many times have I found something at GNC or a vitamin shop, which technically at that point it's a supplement shop versus a gas station? It's like, hey, we have Red Bull, Monster, Rain, Rockstar, yeah, C4 maybe. And then there's, hey, you try Rise, you try Gorilla Mind. They're like, no, what the hell's this? And I'm like, try it. It's very interesting how we have a gas. I don't want to label it as supplement brand and gas station brand, but it's amazing how a gas station brand has the best sherbet.
And again, it's not like this is bad. I just want less carbonation. It's one of those, can I finish this can? I happily easily could finish it. It's not bad by any means. Don't let me say the carbonation kills it, because it's a fine flavor. It's a good can. I'm just wanting better. Like, honestly, could I recommend it to a friend? If you love Alani and Alani's all you drink, then yeah, I would tell you to try it, and you probably wouldn't mind it. But if you're just like, I want a really good sherbet flavor, go get a Rain. In my opinion, Rain makes the best sherbet flavor. Go get a Rain. But if you're like, I only drink Alani, yes, I would still recommend it. It's still good to try. I just know there's a better sherbet out there if you really like sherbet. And I like sherbet in an energy drink, surprisingly. Overall, I give it a 7. A solid 7. No less, no more. It passes. It does fine. But yeah. I can finish it. I don't know if I would recommend it. Not in the bad sense, but like, again, go get a Rain. They make the better sherbet.
So what's the Rainbow Sherbet rating again?
Easily an 8.5, if not a 9. That's a banger flavor right there. I can drink that all day.
Because I remember before you were affiliated with Glitch, that was your go-to. It's like, hey, you know what? The GFuel come out with something now, and you know what? I want a can right now, so I'm going to have a game session, or I'm going to work, and you're just like, screw it, I'm pick 2 for $6, and they're both the Rainbow Sherbets.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to still pass that up.
Yes, sir. And now, and also as well in the next following weeks, it was originally scheduled for this week, but unfortunately on my end, I kind of was not able to. Riley still wants to have the all-time white can showdown. As funny enough as it is to say those words together. And it will be the Monster White, Rain White Haze, and then the Rockstar White can as well. I, weirdly enough today, could only find White Monster, which I'm not surprised, but everywhere near me was out of the White Haze and also didn't have the White Rockstar. So that's really surprised me. So I'm going to be on the hunt to find those, and we will definitely be doing that next week, if not the following week after. Additionally, I will also have these 2 cans to send out to Mr. Relly, because while he might have already tried the cotton candy, I have not. But I'm really interested to see our takes on the pumpkin cream can. I sincerely am.
Oh, is that potentially the bust of the year?
It might be.
Or is that the most innovative of the year? I like to say the oh, oh, So circle back to this.
Okay.
I just got sent the 2.0 formula. Other ingredients. So this is breaking news on our end because they're not going to blow smoke up our ass. So we have our 10 calories, 2 carbohydrates, 250 milligrams of vitamin C. We have 10 micrograms of B6, that's almost 600%. 10 micrograms of B12, that's over 400%. Vitamin wise, I like it. Choline, 160 microgram percent, that's 29%. The taurine is higher than the average energy drink at 1,500 a scoop. The L-theanine is 200 milligrams. Caffeine, that's a synthetic,
Wait, say that word
140.
again.
Antioxidant,
Say fiend?
the caffeine, I think that's
Oh, caffeine. All I heard was fiend. 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 Fiend.
Oh, there's
Fiend.
the L-theanine
Fiend.
at 200
Fiend.
milligrams.
Fiend. Fiend.
Very funny. You know mega full my English. Ricky Ricardo. Let's see. This is caffeine. This is anhydrous. Just letting you know it's a synthetic.
I wasn't making fun of it,
Antioxidant
but
fruit
making a different kind of
blend.
joke.
Here we go. Antioxidant fruit blend is pomegranate fruit powder and sour cherry fruit powder. Okay. Other ingredients. I'm not sure which one this is. I'm just asking what flavor is this. Just for reference. Other ingredients here: citric acid, pineapple fruit powder. Don't know why that's not in the antioxidant fruit blend powder. Natural and artificial flavors, fine. Silicone dioxide, it's quartz. It's to make sure that it doesn't clump up. And there's one brand that I can think of that doesn't have it, but it does get a little clumpy and a little goopy depending. We have Ace K, sucralose. Sucralose isn't a lot of stuff. That's fine. And blue number one. So I'm just going to do myself a favor and grab a old tub of GFuel. Let's see. The antioxidant complex is a lot down, for one. There's one thing that comes to mind here. So, depending on your medication that you take, just individuals out there, it's citrus as a whole you got to be careful of, but they do say in particular be careful of fruit powder or grapefruit, just the fruit itself, or juice, that it will negate attack from Yu-Gi-Oh. It's going to negate the medication. 10-year-old me teach. Time I think of the word negate, that's what I think of. Nostalgia. Anyways, I don't see grapefruit powder in the new formula. I don't see melted dextrin. I still see blue number one in there. You had all this planned to do. You knew that dyes were going to be outlawed. Why the fuck are we still putting dye in there?
I know.
Thoughts?
All I can think of is a Richard Nixon Futurama meme for them of just Formula 2.0, we are not crooks, aru.
So I'm kind of, now that we've got everything in here, I don't know what the perks are of the Ace K in there. I know that Glitch doesn't have it in there. That's one between that and the dye. That's obviously two things that I don't like. We have no more melted dextrin, and we have no grape. I think that's going. This is for the Nuka Cola Quantrum. Thank you, and shout out to Bry for sending me these during the show. I think he's in attendance, but still. Yeah, this is kind of. I don't know, man. I don't know. So this is also going to be very different. I'm glad that they are keeping it at one scoop, 40 servings a tub. I'm very happy they're sticking to that. Unlike most pre-workouts where they're trying to go to 20 to 30 depending on the brand. I think the taurine's high though, man. I think that's very high in my opinion. Don't know what the maximum taurine. Yeah, I don't know what the maximum taurine is on a regular daily basis. Well, if you have 2 scoops, that's 3,000. And that is mega high. If you have 2 scoops and you got 2,000, that's high. It's a lot. It is a hell of a lot of taurine, brother. I'd have to research it to even know if that's healthy. Let's see. Hmm. What the hell? It's important to note that there is no established upper limit for taurine intake. However, most studies suggest that up to 6 grams a day is safe for healthy adults. Grams, not milligrams. But still, this sounds like a lot, brother. I'm actually surprised it's that high. Meanwhile, we're going to get 40 to 400 milligrams of taurine based on whatever is in your meat, seafood, and eggs, so it says. AI overview, but I digress. So,
How we look at Mr. Relly's armpit.
I guess it cut me out during mid-sentence.
Mm-hmm.
You think this 2.0 formula is a success, a fail, or kind of in between?
I think it's buzzwordy marketing. I think it's just that they want to take the chalkiness out and maybe change up a slight little bit, but your still main things are there.
I think it's a step in the right direction.
Sure.
I don't think that it hit the mark. If you really want to go all out, I would either do. There's a couple of things I'd do. Um, I know they use a caffeine synthetic. I think you got to start getting to. I mean, if we go to another powder,
My brother in Christ, what the actual hell?
what?
They want to keep the show going on too much longer to the extent, and we could probably cover this next time even too, but like, I've seen a lot of labels in my day for ingredients and stuff, whether it's pre-workout, general caffeine stuff, etc. What in the actual F is glucuronolactone? Glucuronolactone.
Well, that's something we got to table for another time because I wanted to do a deeper dive on this now that we got everything in here. So this would be tabled for next episode for another, it's like a couple minutes of it. Right now, I'm not sold, and I just want to give the benefit of the doubt and do my research personally. But this is a big what if. Okay, cats. Oh man, come on.
Yep, we still got the dyes in here. In this flavor, there's still yellow number 5, red 40, and blue 1.
Also, just this is just me, Teach, but if you're G Fuel, how come you couldn't pick a coffee bean or a tea caffeine source? Because at the end of the day, right, we talk about how we don't like synthetics. We talk about how we want either a green or a black coffee bean or perhaps a green tea for our caffeine source because we don't want a synthetic. Your glitch tub right now, tell me what you see. Take any glitch tub behind you, tell me what you see.
What do you mean?
The way this is the gold right here. Um Take a look down at your back label.
Mm-hmm.
Start from the top where it says taurine and go down. You see something that says natural caffeine.
Yeah.
Come on, Specs. You can
Yeah.
do it.
Green coffee bean.
Natural caffeine, parentheses, from green coffee bean. So in the G Fuel new label, it outright tells you that it is from a synthetic. Let's see here. Does it tell you where it's energy complex? It just says caffeine. Let me see this. See this is the term that we're trying to figure out here. Glucur uh natural occurring substance that's a metabolite of glucose and found in body's connective tissues. Often included in energy drinks to potentially involve toxification, support physical and mental performance. Natural substance, body tissues, metabolite. Okay, so not a horrible, this is the glucuronolactone.
Yeah, say that 5 times fast.
I got a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn if you think I'm doing that one, Chief. Jesus.
Oh, Marlon.
But needless to say, not horrible. As Captain Price would say, not bad, but what in doing so,
Also, as Captain Price would say, we've lost him.
if you're doing it from the top down, I think you've only solved half your problem. Is that fair to say?
Yep.
Because you don't have a proper caffeine source.
And we lost him again. Que cazzo.
Still,
Oh, the humanity. Que cazzo.
careful saying that out loud, man.
Why is that?
The translation is WTF.
Oh.
Yes, that's Kikatsu.
Yeah. Screw it. But we keep.
I'm just letting you know.
We keep losing rallies, so that's probably a good sign to end it there. We'll come back and reach on these topics more next week.
They're trying to silence me, as usual. What else is new? And by the way, do yourself a favor. I know you're just getting off vacation and all that, but something tells me you got to give Lady Carisi a cannoli sometime.
Just had one. We're good.
Good.
Was good. I will admit. It was our first time having cannoli. It was very good.
Yes, yes. So did you really ask me if were you the one that really asked me if I had one before?
Yeah, of course. I
Is
asked you.
that you or is that
No, that was me. I reached out and was like, "Hey, here's a picture of one. Have
I
you
was
had
about
one?"
to say I wasn't sure what state of mind I was in, but I'm just kind of like, this guy serious?
I know. It's like asking you if you've had, chicken parm before. It's like, of course you had. It's like, hey, man, you ever had chicken carbonara? Of course he's got it.
Just trying to break the ice. I got you. Uh I mean, next thing you know, I'm gonna have people DM me about sandwich opinions.
Forget about it.
Exactly. You'll find me going to Rocco's or something and be like, "Hey, is there eggplant on the sandwich tonight?" Possibly yes, possibly no. Wet or dry? Talking about Italian beef. What the fuck are you thinking?
Just eggplant on the sandwich. No, thank you.
Hey, eggplant on a sandwich. Don't disrespect. You gotta try it, son. Oh, come on.
Nah, I'm good on all that noise.
I think that's a good way to end it. For anyone out there, thanks for dealing with me. I'm a pain in the ass. Next week, we hope that we got our notes in order. We're going to do a little bit more research on this GFuel 2.0 for the people, just to make sure that we don't put a foot in their mouth. We're going to do, hopefully, the way this is working, the finale of the White Can Challenge to see if our final opinions stand and if there's a new contender and a new favorite. In the meantime, everybody, I hope I'm feeling better next week. Still driving though, still chugging along. Please, everybody, enjoy the rest of the days of the warm weather before it gets too cold. Check in with your loved ones. Eat good, drink plenty, get home safe, and drink your freaking water for crying out loud. Everybody, thank you. Happy Monday, and take it easy. Loudest.